Hey everybody, how's it going? I am working on my Gelli press and I am loving it. And where I am at is I'm just at the first stage where I have put color down onto Deli sheets, and it's a whole lot of color. Let me see here. Where am I in the photo? There we go. So you may be asking, why do you put all this color down? What are you doing? And this is for my beginning layer. And these are mostly dry now. It's such a thin layer of acrylic. See, now this one I did was one of the first ones. You can see it's still got a little bit of shine. So it's not completely dry, but that's okay. You can still layer if it's not completely dry. So I'm just making a ton of these, and I'll show you how I do those real quickly. I basically start with two colors that are colors that go together. And the reason for this is I like using contrasting colors. If I want brown to happen, I want it to be a brown that I decide I want, not one that happens because of mud. So if I want brown, I'm going to take something that has a very rich and intense color. Now I could be using my standard simple little craft paint. You can use any paint with this. This is actually paint that I got for my flow paintings. And I have a ton of this around. It's fairly inexpensive. Yeah, of course the craft paint, yeah, it's $1 a bottle for 2 fluid ounces. It's $1, where with this was probably $4 or $5. And does it say how much? This is 8.3 fluid ounces. So actually the bigger ones might be a better buy. You just have to decide what you want to do. So for my bottom layers on all of these, like I said, I'm just taking two colors that are complementary, that work well together, that we can just take a quick print on. This is not rocket science. You take ghost prints after. We are just putting color on a Gelli sheet. I do have the 12 by 12 square. And then I'm just kind of setting them over here in a pile so that they can dry. The nice thing about it is the paint is so thin that I don't need to have a separate drying space for it, you know? And I'm just going and getting off all these little extra bits here. And that's how I clean it off to put on the next colors. Well, that doesn't look like much, but once you put 3 more layers or 2 or 3 more layers on it, with your stencils and your patterns and all of those cool things, it'll be beautiful when it's done. So let me just do, I think I want a couple more green. I really like this blue-green magenta combo. Let's see. It just doesn't matter. It really just doesn't matter. You just put the color down. You lightly spread it out. You can be much more careful with this, of course. You can, you know, like I said, this is my first layer. I am making Deli sheets, so I am not making something that is a specific thing. I like to use metallic paint over the top with my stencils. And so if you're doing that, it's best to have a darker underground. And here we go with this. There is no exact rocket science to this, nor should there ever be. Well, I suppose if you're doing specific printing, then yeah, be as scientific about it as you want. This is playtime for me. This is making Deli sheets for backgrounds, for my journaling, for my altered book, and other projects. So this is one that I made last week. This I just put onto a canvas, and it's cool. It's got a lot of texture, a lot of interest. So what I want to make in the end, and here's another one. So I just Mod Podged it onto a canvas. How simple is that? Once it's made, you can do all sorts of fun things. So I've got enough underneath right now, considering that I'm going to run out of time and I have to get all dressed up tonight and go out and have fun. And I just rolled out of bed and started playing. So, you know how that usually happens. What I want to do is, let's start putting some brighter colors. So what I'm thinking of while I'm doing this is contrasting color. I want to make sure that not a big fan of mud, like I've already said. Oh, so you can always tell when you get a goober. There's no exact science. And I don't mind the lines left from the brayer. I could have a bigger brayer and be more technical about that, but honestly I think it adds texture, and texture is good. Okay, here is one of my favorite new stencils. It's a Moroccan stencil. Let me get one of these dry dyes here. All right, we've got a nice deep brown one. Okay, you rub it down. So you're going to get about 3 or 4 different prints out of this. So that's layer 2 on that guy. And I think this blue one's still probably pretty wet, but that's fine. We're going to put that over there. And again, I don't mind the texture. Okay, so, well, that doesn't look so special right now, but it will. That's the thing. And then you've got this whole stencil full of stuff, and you got that whole plate of stuff. So this guy picks up the stuff on the plate, and I'm going to actually put more of this on here because that's kind of boring, kind of weird coloring. So let's see what happens here. We've got, oh, look at those cool patterns. And then on this one, we have, ooh. Oh, that's beautiful. Cool. Okay, let me just take one of my scraps here and pick up the rest of this off of here. The scrap papers come out really cool too. So, nice thing about Gelli sheets is Deli sheets is that when you glue them down, they're somewhat transparent. And all this cool stuff. So I'm pulling up all of this paint. I think this is, it's still got some goop on it. Let's see here. Just getting the goop off. I don't mind having paint on my stencils, but I do not want them to get so goopy that they're going to start leaving stuff behind. Okay. Interference. Talk a moment about this paint. This was something that, I know I'm not supposed to do that. I was introduced to with my flow painting, found it on a website by Riosaurus. Very interesting if you want to learn how to do flow painting. we're going to go with, I have lighter blue. Lighter blue. And this is just Artist Loft. It's from Michaels or Hobby Lobby, one of the two. Alright, and then I got all sorts of cool stuff that I can use with this. Interference is a somewhat transparent. So this is going to be a rather transparent layer on whatever I choose it to be on. Again, take your scrap sheets. Don't waste that paint. It's beautiful paint. Clean that off a little bit because we're going to take a little bit of time to decide exactly what we want to do here. I have some great stencils. That one doesn't work so well. You need something that has a little bit bigger pattern to it, I think. I actually truly know nothing about this. This is just what I found, and I thought I would share what I found with you. Now, why am I not worried? Because I take little bits and pieces of each and every sheet, so it'll get torn. Well, except for the ones that I was able to use, the big sheets like that. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Let's see. Let's take another one of the darker ones here. Okay, this second print is never as strong. But look how gorgeous that is in there. Ooh, I love it. Actually, this looks like butterfly wings. Beautiful. And then I'm going to take this orange sheet because orange and blue are opposites. And, shoot. You know, these are cardboard stencils. They actually work. This is one of my favorites. I use it with my texture paste. And these two are also very cool. And they are plastic, so we don't have to worry so much about them. But watch what's going to happen here. Okay. This is going to be pretty, hopefully. Oh, it's actually a lot lighter than I thought it was going to be. But still very, very nice texture and pattern. So with this orange, what I would need to use next time is a more intense blue. That's going to make that pop and come up. So I'm just going to get some of this extra stuff off of here. Look at this. Yeah, use your edges. I could actually take one more ghost print of that. I didn't like how this one ended up as much. But that iridescent paint gives it just this kind of blue shimmer to it. All right, so I've got a yellow one here, and come on, where's my backgrounds? Another yellow. Sorry. I should have had these separated out by color. Less dark. So let's play one more time with the interference. That is a blue-green interference. This is the blue fine. Now this is still going to leave a pattern behind it. There's plenty of paint on there that's going to leave a ghost image, which I like. You just have to be aware that it's going to happen. What's going to happen next? You don't know. Okay, so I'm going with blue, so I want to go with an opposite color to that blue. Keep your stencils on one side. Keep your paint on the other. Why? Well, just to keep it a little more. You don't want to lose your stencils. There you go. Oh God, where's that stencil at? It's down at the bottom of something. Okay, I'm actually going to use this, which one am I going to use? Oh, this one will work. This one will work. Very cool. Oh, overlapped it. Oh well. Don't really want to pick it up and remove it. Ooh, and diamonds. What am I going for? Texture. I'm looking for texture. Okay, so I've got this gold. Blue and gold are opposites on the color wheel. If I would put this on while it is wet, it would create, well, they're not opposites, sorry. If I were to put this on wet, it would make green. They're contrasting colors. Ta-da! Beautiful. Love it. Okay, so we're going to pull these guys up. Oops, don't do that. So obviously I didn't smudge down enough here to remove that. We're going to do that real fast. So try to get that chevron shape in there a little better. And I didn't pull down on that enough, so we're going to pull that off. And those lines here. All right. So then, as you can see, I actually just made some cool pattern on here, cool texture. Oh, don't pull your cardboard ones the wrong way. And this is starting to dry, so we don't want it to dry. Oh, so much stuff to keep track of and to keep working on. This, I'm going to go with this pink one, pink background. Lay it over the top and see what happens. See, hopefully, that it's wet enough. So I do have a craft sheet, a Teflon sheet under here that is dedicated for, see, it dried too much. I still love it though. It still has some great detail, but you have some really good ghost image on here. So technically we should be able to put another layer of paint over this and pick up that bottom stuff. So let's see if it works. You're supposed to be able to do that. Let's see if I can get it. Let's see. So I'm putting down a very thin layer of interference, which is a translucent glitter, not glitter. What is it? It's beautiful. It's expensive. Interference is very expensive. It's about $25 a tube. For this, 25 bucks. But it's cool stuff. Let's see what happens. Did not pick it up like I thought it would. But it is definitely still there. You do get some ghost imaging. And this will be awesome if I put a layer of orange over the top of it, or a yellow and gold, or a silver with a green, something that's going to contrast and pop it. That's what we're looking for. Contrast and poppage. Obnoxious. So here's this guy that we did. Let's see what happens if we use this to clean up that sheet. So this is why you keep layering. You know, it looked kind of cool before, and now it actually has this soft blue layer. Very nice. Taking down that gold a little bit, which I like. And it's going to give it a silver shimmer and a gold shimmer. I don't think ever any of these prints are done with 2 draws. I just don't. Okay. What shall I be inspired by next? Okay. So I went around and found things with texture. Oh yes, I've got these. Now look at these background here. They've got little stars. This is from an egg container. And dots and circles and stars. Okay, lots of stuff to play with. Not just stencils. You know, the key is to keep an eye out for things that will make cool patterns. Okay. All right, let's see, what's next? What's next? I see a beautiful turquoise blue piece down here. Look at those guys. Beautiful. All right, so if I want to make something that's really going to pop, I better go with some yellows or oranges or golds. Now this yellow makes a very kind of brash color. I don't know if I love that one. We're going to throw it back in the box so that it's not on my workspace anymore. I need to use some of this phthalo blue too. Anyways, Spiridian might be pretty. Yeah, I need something that's going to pop though. That's the same color as this. All right, I'm already having to change because if I'm going with green, I want dark. This is actually water in there. Just in case you're wondering what that bottle is doing sitting on my desk, on my very crowded workspace. All right, so that's an iridescent color. And I'm going to put actually some more of this green-blue interference in here. Because I want my top, I don't use a lot of the metallics up top. I do like to use it down I don't use the metallics on the bottom layer. I do like to use them on the top layer. So I'm starting to get goobers on here again, which is leaving dots. It's really okay. It doesn't really make a difference. So, I totally mushed that around, didn't I? All right. So, God, I need more space. So we got little star shapes. So it's a dual printing process. This is the first time I've used this. So I don't know what it's going to look like. No idea. It didn't do very much. So maybe I'll do some of these guys with it. Oh wait, this guy? This guy here is just contact sheet, and what it does, I should have put the other side down because that has more. It has little nibbly patterns on it. Yes, and nibbly is a word. It makes little teeny tiny dots. Okay, so we're going to take this orange piece. Oh, actually, we're going to take this dark piece that has some gold in the background already. And let's see what happens. So this is just layer 2. This is not my top layer. But, oh, maybe it is. I am looking for texture, pattern, color. Those are my goals. Now, the egg carton did not make, oh, that's beautiful in the light though. All right, let's pull some more of this color off. And before I pull all this color off, I'm actually going to put some more color down. It's actually very pretty. I know people are like, why is that pretty? It is pretty. Trust me, it's pretty. It's bright. It's going to make a great background or beginning to something else. Let's throw some of this blue, some of this green, and we'll pull some of the brighter, lighter colors out. All right, what are we going to get now? You never know. for now. All right. So that's a phthalo green. Oh, it's a turquoise. Okay. That was the phthalo color. And brilliant blue. Okay. What actually works really well. Mm-hmm. I just made a two-sided deli sheet. I can use either side of this. Okay. It's beautiful. All right, so this is a dark color. I'm going to pull this off. It's got paint on it. So what? All right, and then this is just a gold sheet. That grass gave a great texture. I should probably cut it down a little bit, but wow, this is going to be pretty. Look at that. Beautiful. 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 Ghost printing. Okay. All right. These browns, reds, gold, green. This is gold interference. I want this bright green. And this bright yellow. A lot of paint on there. Probably too much paint. What do I want to use? Bubble wrap. Awesome stamp. We're going to stamp on here. And then we're going to, let's do this one more time. I like how this turns out. Pick up a little dot pattern. See all the little dots. And let's check it out. It actually has a very oriental paper look. Actually kind of looks like flowers in there. Happy with that for a second layer. See, just as a darker brown again. Wrinkles are good. Okay, I'm not going for anything specific. I am just trying to enjoy what I'm working on. It's actually very beautiful though. Very, very, very cool. Okay, more sheets that don't have anything on them, or very little on them. Let's see. There's my brayer. Okay. Hike. This sheet needs silver. It's very rich already. Let's pull in the richness. Let's go with the gold interference. And we're going to go with a little of actual gold paint. Not blue. We need an opposite. And I don't love this color with this. We'll go with metallic green. There we go. This. So this will cover the whole thing. This one that we just did, you can pull off more onto it. And there's this guy. Let's see what we've got left on here. Something more. I like it. Just little, it just adds a little extra. That's what we're looking for. Little extra, little extra, little extra. This one. This one. No, not dark. Not that. Nope, not yellow. Okay, opposite of blue and green is going to be purple. Beautiful combination. Okay. I need a scraper pad. That's awesome. Okay, gold. Should look really beautiful with this gold underneath. I love it. This will get more on it. This will have to have more and more and more layers. Okay, where are we at? I kind of love this pattern. Let's see, do I have some more dark in here? I do have some more dark. So let's do that same color scheme again. I liked that. pretty. It's pretty. This one needs some help. This one needs some help. Let's see. It's still wet. That's the problem with that guy. Oh, cool. That's a very stamp-like effect. I love that. Very cool. Very cool. Very cool. All right. This, does that need more? It's kind of cool. That's beautiful. Love that. Okay, let's clean this guy up. Okay, next colors. What are we going to play with next? Ooh. Ooh. Okay, and so this one out. Done enough with that. I'll just keep using it. This was one of my fun stencils, but it needs more. And everything always needs more. Let's work with these. Here's the other one. Feathers. Okay. Oh, there it is. That's what I was looking for. Okay. This, we're going to go with some of this green. Some of this yellow. Some gold interference. No, gold paint. Gold. Use it up. Gorgeous. Beautiful. Stunning. Okay. Blue. So there's the feather in there. You can see it all. Gold shimmer. Why not? Okay. Next. I like that one, actually. Just kind of like it is. All right, this one, these guys. Red. Hot pink. And what is this gonna do? We don't know. We don't know. Oh, she keeps moving. Okay. I like it. I like what it's doing. Much better. Okay. Kind of like that one as it is. This one needs to be softer. This one needs blue. Ooh, too much. Too much, too much, too much, too much. Alright, go opposite of what I did before. And I want to clear off this briar a little. There. What is it? 1 something. Okay. One more time, it'll be perfect. Okay. Beautiful colors. Don't love that, but this might do well. Have a little extra color here. Cool. It's got a lot of texture. That's actually pretty cool. Pretty cool. Okay. Whew. This one. No. Gold. Beautiful. That one's done. There we have a big glob of paint right there. I don't like that big glob of paint right there. Okay. Beautiful. Very subtle but beautiful colors. Love that. Okay. Clean up. Getting prettier right in there. Okay, those were really pretty colors. Let's use those all again. What were they? Okay. Okay. No, not using it. actually pretty cool. Let me put that over there. This one's not done yet. This one is not done yet. Okay. There we go. I think I like that now. Took a while. Oh, beautiful lines. It's actually very pretty.